Joy Will Take It Further is the biggest marketing and advertising campaigns in Johnnie Walker's history. It is also their first global effort, activated in more than 50 countries worldwide. The idea was to flip their original Keep Walking formula, suggesting that joy and happiness can lead you to success. Using joy as an underpinning for personal journeys is an uplifting concept that can take brands advertising just about anywhere.
After decades of research, Johnnie Walker challenged the conventional thinking that success guarantees you happiness, as in the new advert they ensure that happiness actually leads people to success. The 200 years history of the brand suggests that success doesn't need to be a pure tough journey, just the opposite. The more we enjoy the journey, the more likely we are to conquer our goals. That's why the new tagline suggests, "Joy will take you further, keep walking." Unlikely for liquor brand, Johnnie Walker called the psychologist and happiness expert Matt Killingsworth, who is revealing that 69% of the people who are giving gifts are increasing their well-being. That proves that joy of giving is actually improving your health. The new campaign is conveying the message that if you start from a place of happiness, then success is naturally achieved.
However, the empirical data reviewed a 9% decline in the brand's physical performance and their organic sales. The tough macroeconomic situation, such as currency fluctuation, has led to a lack of brand innovation.
The main aim of the advertising campaign was to change the conventional perception of success. At the time of the brand's launch, they stated that their objectives were to create talkability and appeal to younger drinkers. The campaign also aimed, within the first 10 days of launch, to reach an audience of 270 million potential consumers across 50 different countries.
The campaign is based on brand insights into how modern audiences view success and built around a 90-second anthem ad celebrating joy. The videos show people living life to its fullest, espousing the philosophy that while hard work will take you so far, joy will allow you to achieve more. The campaign includes what Johnnie Walker's global brand director Guy Escombe described as documentary-style films that include social experiments. Joy Will Take You Further Out campaign was developed in partnership with the brand's global creative agency, Anomaly. The viewer of this 90-second advertisement is going through the 5 stages suggested by Colley, starting with unawareness of the message sent. As this advert does not provide viewer with any information of the brand or product until the end of it, the stage from unawareness to awareness lasts from the beginning to the end of the ad. Halfway through the video advert, the viewer begins to understand the message sent by Johnnie Walker brand, and according to Dagmar model, this is a comprehension stage. This leads the audience to realize the importance of joy in their lives, which relates to the conviction stage. Finally, the last seconds of the advertisement reach out to the audience with the tagline, "Joy will take you further, keep walking," that motivates people to enjoy their lives and have the glass of a luxury Johnnie Walker Scotch.
However, in order to reflect the human thinking and behavior, there is a need for a more complicated model. So, the sequential Dagmar model assumes that the viewer is moving through stages in a more logical and sequential manner. Learn, feel, do. However, that's not the case with Johnnie Walker's campaign.
When applying the Dagmar model, we have noticed that the unawareness to awareness stages last from the beginning to the end of the advert, indicating that the arrangement of this model doesn't apply here. Therefore, the eclectic involvement and play model is a much better fit for this advert campaign.
Involvement-based advertisement works by drawing consumers in to create emotional bond. It conveys a message that brands means more to you, to create a shared value between consumers. Therefore, Johnnie Walker resonates with this model, as unlike other alcohol campaigns. This campaign aims to build emotional bonds rather than just showing off products.
There is also a number of shorter ads, with each storyline relating to the main character.
The execution of the campaign follows international research involving consumers and psychologists to discover what progress meant to people today. However, the level of stress and insecurity are rising. Johnnie Walker is indeed a brand with purpose, transmitting meanings that goes beyond product benefits and features, giving consumers a real positive impact.
Johnnie Walker's advertising campaign refers to the strong theory of advertising as it aims to persuade that joy will take you further, and it uses emotional advertising techniques.
Johnnie Walker takes a very different stance in comparison to other alcohol advertisements. Unlike the usual serious, moody and aspirational features, they are just upbeat fun and joy.
The main complaint is that joy is a far too easy fallback position used in many campaigns for products of every kind. Also, the soundtrack selection makes the ads feel far too familiar and dulls the impact.
The campaign used 70 different pieces of creative across a range of media platforms to suit different markets. The use of media is then split into 3 different categories: communications, point of sale, and mentoring and advocacy. Within communications, both print and digital advertising is used. Firstly, a set of print publications were released using the Johnnie Walker Celebrity Ambassadors, in which the individuals were mid-stride, encompassing contextual advertising where there is an explicit link to location. A significant amount of the digital advertising is done via the YouTube videos that can range from 20 seconds to the 10-minute film featuring Jude Law, which premiered at the Rome Film Festival. The majority of the advertising is done in this way and is the key to the storytelling element of the adverts. It harbours all of the storytelling using videos that engage with the consumers and utilise the appeal for emotional connection. With over 47 million views since October 2012, this is seemingly the most utilised and effective platform. Digital out-of-home advertising is also important for the brand. The use of billboard advertising is global, with a seemingly particular focus close to airports and also on busy streets. Next is point-of-sale materials, with different channels being used here. Firstly, products are placed within brochures for supermarkets. Secondly, there are advertisements, either print or digital, outside the point of sale, for example, a poster in the car park of a supermarket. Thirdly, disruptive advertising is placed within the point of sale area so that potential customers have no choice but to be aware of and pay attention to the product. Point of sale materials are used year-round and promote the premium branding that the brand likes to adhere to. Lastly is mentoring and advocacy, which creates more of an engagement between product and consumer. A prime example of this is the creation of the Blenders Room, which showcases the skills of whiskey creation and mentors and educated up to 2 million consumers. Johnnie Walker has a broad social media presence, yet the campaign's presence on social media is limited. Facebook has the largest following on their social media with 13.1 million followers, but don't post frequently, only around 2 to 5 times per month. Their content's usually visual, but has little link to the billboard or YouTube advertising as earlier discussed. The content is always or almost always accompanied by a visual. The use of hashtag Whiskey Weekends is encouraging consumers to interact with the brand and advertise they are a good product to have purchased for the weekend. Secondly, hashtag Keep Walking stories are still present and being posted, causing a campaign overlap. There's also a clear link between the brand and the brand sponsors of Formula One. However, it's not the most engaging platform. Twitter has the smallest following of all the social media platforms, with just 21,000 followers, despite posting more frequently, in fact on a daily basis. This includes the hashtag Keep Walking stories to present consistency, the link to the Formula One sponsors, and also a set of recipes using hashtag Johnny Ginger. Instagram uses postings periodically, but when used, images are posted 1 to 2 times daily. This image-based media allows the company to adopt a lifestyle promotion tactic with their customers, showing ways in which the drink can be consumed. It's a very social and photography-based platform. YouTube, however, still remains the most utilised social media platform, engaging with the most potential customers and allowing the campaign to creatively express its joy will take you further message.
Mid-age urban individuals working either as businessmen or executive professionals from social class upper middle and above are the main target audience of Johnnie Walker. From enjoying golf to regularly attending different social events, these are the interests and hobbies of Johnnie Walker's previous Keep Walking campaign target audience. As natural-born leaders, they have great power, growth and achievements, and will use channels such as social media to follow international news. This is in the interest for their own personal entertainment and for the benefit of their own established career. However, adding another angle to the strategy for Joy Will Take You Further campaign are not only keeping existing customers, but also potentially attracting new audiences. It was made very clear by Johnnie Walker that Joy Will Take You Further is the first step of shifting the target market towards younger drinkers. Unlike the previous target market where they may be in established professions, the newer market may be entrepreneurs who have just started out. Profiled as individuals who prefer social media and online channels more than any other medium, they are also interested in journalism as well as cinematic entertainments, and believe that networking and socializing are their greatest motivation.
The campaign features stars from the worlds of sport and entertainment, such as Formula One world champion and McLaren Honda driver Jenson Button, Oscar-nominated actor Jude Law, Chinese actor Zhao Wei, United States rock band OK Go, and Mexican supermodel Montserrat Oliver, alongside a cast of extraordinary achievers who share the brand's view of how happiness in life is a fuel for success.
One of the biggest competitors of Johnnie Walker on the premium whiskey market is Chivas Regal blended Scotch, with more than 200 years of history and heritage. The ongoing brand's latest UK campaign is My Chivas Blend. Started in October, it was also part of the London Cocktail Week. Drinkers were encouraged to book a ticket and blend their own whiskey at chosen venues across London. The brand is tightening its relationship and communication with its customers through the Chivas Regal events being promoted on social media brand pages, digital and print media as well. The legendary ongoing campaign Win the Right Way started 2 years ago, featuring inspiring individual stories of success in the YouTube brand page. As part of the campaign, the brand launched an enterprise competition for business ideas with a positive social impact. The winner's prize is $1 million, which will take his idea to a further level. The competition uses hashtag #TheVenture in the social media space, as well as digital, print and out-of-home media are successfully integrated into the campaign. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey is a strong competitor on the UK whiskey market, being a bestseller in its category. The 150 years brand anniversary was marked with the latest Jack Global campaign, The Barrel Hunt, started on 1st of July, covering 50 countries for 90 days. People were encouraged to follow hints given on the brand Facebook page and website in order to find a hidden barrel in the city. 9th of July was the London Barrel Hunt, which took place in Camden. The winner took home the barrel, while many other smaller prizes were given away to people. The campaign created fun and social buzz, engaging with the young, adventurous people. Jack Daniel's Fiery campaign was impressive on the other hand. Between 2nd and 16th of November 2015, the two-dimensional bottle on fire coming from a billboard was placed on Old Street roundabout in London, in order to promote the new Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. The campaign was integrated with digital and print media for broad reach and talkability. However, the biggest brand engagement has always been with the live music events. 30% of the total marketing brand spend is on music. Jack Rock's music campaign, in association with 15 venues nationwide and Spotify. Started in September 2014 and ongoing annually, it is mainly promoted on digital and social media in order to reach the young audience.
Alcohol advertising is often a sensitive topic, and as an alcohol brand, Johnnie Walker faces some limitations and restrictions. Social concerns about alcohol, in particular binge and underage drinking, mean that it is rarely out of the headlines.
The UK advertising rules for alcohol brands are amongst the strictest in the world. According to the Advertising Standard Authority, alcohol ads must not be directed at people under the age of 18 and must not contain anything that reflects to youth culture, irresponsible behavior, social success and sexual attractiveness.
Alcohol ads are also banned from appearing in and around TV programs, commissioned for or targeted at audiences under the age of 18.
Several brands achieve success with their Christmas advertisements. For example, the John Lewis Christmas advert is one of the most highly anticipated for the public. In 2014, the John Lewis ad was streamed 22.9 million times, which helped lead to a trading record so that they were one of the winners in the new retailing world. These adverts not only promote high sales figures, in which John Lewis was 6.9% ahead of their competitors over 5 weeks, but also consumer engagement online and talkability, which remains one of Johnnie Walker's campaign objectives. Not only will each household spend a higher amount on alcohol each Christmas, 6 out of 10 people are likely to gift alcohol in some form, as they have done over the last 12 months. 23% will purchase whiskey, which comes only second to purchasing wine or champagne as a gift. Shoppers can be persuaded to spend more on premium brand alcohol. Johnnie Walker encouraged their brand perception to be that of a premium brand, and incorporating this into the campaign over the Christmas period means that they can convey this added value to consumers and encourage potential sales.
Previous target audience appealed to mainly young mid-aged male drinkers. As a result, it is recommended that Johnnie Walker can consider a different segment to target in expanding the market. If they're already branching out to new target audience with a Joy Will Take You Further campaign, it might be appropriate to expand to female drinkers as well. Even though the stereotype of whiskey is a masculine drink, this does not mean female consumers are written out. If this market is ignored, they are missing out on a whole pool of potential customers. It was also suggested that if Johnnie Walker wants to stay with a respectable brand image, narrowing it down to target strong independent females can be their first step.